Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Trina. Today's video, I'm going to be planning for the week that is going to be 6th of October to the 12th. I have a couple of stuff that's going on for this upcoming week, but I would like to talk about the previous week actually. I haven't been doing like a weekly recap situation when it comes to my plan with me's, so I might as well do it now. So the last week, the 29th of September to the first few days of October 1st to the 5th, it was a chaotic one. It was the week after my trip back to Hong Kong. So there's a lot of like having to catch up on work as well as audit for the end of the month and then all of the beginning of the month stuff to do at work. However, there is this situation where in the end of the month on the 30th, there was a earthquake that happened in Cebu and it was felt here in the city of Iloilo, and it was scary. It was one of like the longest um, earthquakes that we ever felt. It did not end. Like it was so long and we were like looking at our furniture that was moving and it was pretty scary. I recalled one earthquake that happened years ago when I was still in elementary school, and I was at school when the earthquake happened and it was like chaos. And there are a lot of other mini earthquakes that happened throughout the years, but not as intense as this one. So yeah, that was like what happened at the end of the month. That was an experience. Other than that, I did manage to get flins at early pity or soft pity, I guess. I haven't been playing Genshin that much except when the new update happened wherein you have to do your dailies and lessons for 8 weeks in order to get a constellation of a unit that you already have. So Skara Wanderer also has a rerun of some sorts that you can choose his banner to rerun. But my thought process is that I am at 50-50 and I don't know if I'm able to win. I don't have that much Primo Gems. So I might as well just guarantee him using this system of doing my dailies for 5 days a week for 8 weeks, and then I'll guarantee his C6. However, I did gamble a little bit, decided to try out Flynn's, did not really expect to get him, but I ended up winning 50-50 on early pity, which to my brain was like, this could have been Wanderer C6, but that's fine. It's okay. And then, other than that, we did try um, Flour Bakery's sourdough. I made like a sourdough chicken, cheese, lettuce, tomatoes sort of sandwich situation. Well, toast, I guess, because it's half a sandwich, but it was good. I did put in here RIP Oppo F11. I was this was kind of wrong. It is kind of embarrassing now. I don't know how to put a note here that my phone is actually alive. This is the phone that I've been using since I was like after college working at the hospital. It turns out I just didn't turn on my charger, like the switch to turn on my charger in my extension cord, and I thought the phone is dead because put it I put the charger on and it wasn't charging and it wasn't turning on and I was like super upset. Turns out I just didn't turn on the charger switch. So it's still alive, it's still there. And then the next thing is that my best friend and I went to Pokemon Fun Day at SM City, and oh my gosh, the poor Pikachu. I do have like a mini sort of vlog for this because I guess it's going to come out after this one because I have a vlog concept for when I went out with my best friend. It is the 500 peso book haul challenge. How many books can I get for 500 pesos in a used bookstore, aka book sale? And I have a whole video for that. So anyway, we did go to Pokemon Fun Day, and the Pikachu, giant Pikachu. I did not actually take a video of this because there were a lot of kids around and I struggled a little bit, but I didn't really care anymore because it was also in my Manila vlog. I went to Manila early this year in February, attended Pokemon Fun Day there, and it was like a big event. This time around here, since our mall is like a little bit smaller, therefore it's a smaller space. And the giant Pikachu balloon as the centerpiece is now very much like on its last legs in life, and it's sort of sad, to be perfectly honest. It's like super dirty and it's super sad. And of course, this is like, I believe, last or second to last of its tour throughout the country. So we didn't get anything. There was no like cards and such there. However, there is an RNFTC fun fair at the upper floors of the mall, like simultaneous to this event. So I went up there, got a couple of Chikawa pins. I found an Usagi and Hachiwara pin that I got, as you can see here. This is from the Hong Kong trip, from Miniso, Hong Kong. I love Hachiwara, and Usagi is quickly becoming my second favorite. But anyway, the reason why, I guess the main reason why my best friend and I went out yesterday, because it's Sunday as I'm filming this, is that we wanted to get the Tiny Tan McDonald's Happy Meal collab. I am kind of sad that they don't have the encore version yet because I only wanted the encore version. But we did get the throwback version of the Tiny Tan. And the woman who gave us our order uh, told us that we should get our Happy Meal toys at the other counter, like near the takeout counter. And I gave the receipt to my best friend, indicating that she's the one's going to get the toys, because I did not expect that we were the ones who's going to pick out the blind box ourselves. So what we did was that my best friend told me, it's nearly your birthday. You're going to be the one who's going to pick out our toys. I was like, okay, no hard feelings because I don't know who is in those blind boxes anyway. So I went there. I took, like, it was presented to me, all seven of them in a tray. So there were like four and then three. So the one that I took is on the third one from the top and the first one on the bottom. So number three and number five, basically. And when I took the number three, it was like super light, and the number five was super heavy. So I put it on our table. We ate lunch, and then somehow, after we ate our lunch, I mixed the two boxes up, took out my camera, and told my best friend, "Okay, you choose." Her bias is Suga. My bias is Jimin. Of course, my bias is Jimin. We have the same birthday, but I gave her the choice between the two boxes. She chose the one that's heavier, and when she opened it up, it turned out to be Suga, which is great. I am very happy because we made this deal wherein whether or not if I get Suga, I will trade it to her whatever she gets, and if she gets Jimin, she'll trade with me whoever I get. So when she opened the box, it was Suga. So basically, whoever I get is already mine because I cannot trade her anything. But it turned out when I opened the box, it was also Jimin. So basically, we got our respective biases, and that was a very happy time. So I guess that's what I've done this week. I did manage to read two books at the beginning of the month. I finished Bury Your Gaze by Chuck Tingle. It was great. I really enjoyed it. It is like a Hollywood slasher horror situation, and I do highly recommend it if you are not that squeamish when it comes to gore, because it's slasher, splatter punk situation, and it's like Hollywood drama, queer fiction. It was great. And then the other one is Thornhedge by T. Fisher. I really love it when T. Fisher does her main characters like another third party character to a story retelling. So this is a retelling of Sleeping Beauty, and she is like telling this in the perspective of the fairy, the godmother of supposedly Aurora, but it's Fayette here in the story. But it's like the perspective of the fairy godmother who's giving her the gifts, basically, and it's fun. It has a little bit of a shy romance in it as well. They are like older characters, not that much like not in their early 20s, I guess, but more a little bit older, and I enjoyed that. So yeah, I guess that is the wrap up, or like the what happened to me last week, and we shall proceed to the planning for the following week. So for this next week, we are actually going on a road trip, which like this is a missed opportunity on my part because I don't have road trip stickers. So I'm using this like bath time bathing sticker sheet. So we're going to use that, and then I have my Joy Top pen here, cinnamon roll. This is a fidget pen that clicks like that, and then the metallic violet pilot juice pen, which I am growing to love very much. I am enjoying the look of this, so I want to use it. And there's not really that much this week other than a couple of to-do lists and packing lists, I guess. So we're going to start on Monday. I only needed to like make sure that the electric bill is paid. So I need to And then I am going to do inventory of stocks for the store. We haven't had like a grocery run for the store in quite some time, so there will be items there that are going to be missing, I guess. On Tuesday and Wednesday, there's not much happening, so I will leave that blank for now, but I might end up putting in here like a small area to block it off to make a packing list, because on Thursday I need to pack. I say that it's a road trip, but it's more like an overnight trip. So pack for overnight, and then on. I keep doing this because I am so used to the knock type pens that I keep doing this as well, but it's a twist type. So on 10, we are going to Rojas City for overnight stay. We haven't had a road trip in a while, like the four of us to Rojas. I don't recall when was the last time we went. And then on the 11th, I would like to start filming my reading birthday week reading vlog, so that I could have like a little bit of a head start, like starting with the TBR, starting with some of the books, because I don't think I'm able to finish like 5 books in 1 week. So I want to have like 9 or 10-ish days for this. So technically more than a week, but I'm still calling it a week. Okay. And then I need to note that it's the TBR, and then I guess it's just the TBR. I guess I shouldn't have done that, but anyway. And then on the Sunday of this, it's going to be Pokemon Go Community Day. And I love that this month's Pokemon Go Community Day shiny spotlight situation is Losis. So a little bit of like a side lore, I guess, to my life is that, of course, if you have been here, you know that I do collect Pokemon cards. I've been collecting for like almost 3 years now. Started early or late 20 2022, I guess I could say. Or was it 2021? I can't really remember. I think it's late 2022 or early 2023 that I started collecting cards. And just a couple of months ago, when Black Bolt released, my brother bought me 1 pack of Black Bolt, and in it was a double hit. It was a Duocean art rare. So it's Japanese, so it's art rare. So it's a Duocean art rare. And then recently, when I came back from Hong Kong, um, I also got a Black Bolt box, and one of the cards that I got was actually an AR of Rhiniclus. So I only need an AR of Solosis, if I'm being honest. And knowing the fact that this month's calm day is Solosis, and we're going to get our shiny Solosis, it's going to be so cute and so fun. One of my favorite Pokemon by design, actually. So I guess that's it for like the main backbone planning. I'm going to be scattering the stickers around. So let's do that. So I did go ahead and write down my packing list. This is just the main categories, I guess, because I don't have that much space. However, I do have another list like in another notepad of sorts. It's just an overnight trip, so there's nothing that I need to bring a lot of. Just an extra set of clothes that I will be sleeping in, electronics, of course, my charger, entertainment. I'm going to bring just 1 book, I guess, and my travel journal and a pen. For toiletries, of course, I need my dental and bath items. So toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, um, face wash, shampoo, and then for skincare, I need to bring my sunblock as well as like face powder. That's the only skincare I guess I do anyway. For cleaning, alcohol, wet wipes, tissues, those sort of stuff. And then for hair, like an extra hair tie, comb, brush, whatever. So those are just the categories. I will add more if I remember anything, but I don't think I have forgotten anything else for the trip. So yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. So until then, guys, take care and bye bye.